How often do we hear phrases like, "I need to manifest this," or "I need to manifest that"? We've been conditioned to think that manifestation is a process of attracting something we don't have yet, something that's beyond our reach. But what if manifestation isn't about attracting something new at all? What if it's not about creating a reality from scratch, but rather remembering who you truly are, a process of reconnecting with the innate potential you've always carried inside? What if I told you that everything you believe is possible for you already exists within you, waiting for you to awaken it? The truth is, you're not trying to manifest something that's out of reach. You're simply remembering your true power, the power that's been there all along, buried beneath layers of forgotten potential and misbeliefs. We will explore how our beliefs, thoughts, and emotions create the reality we live, and how we can tap into the quantum field to reconnect with our innate power to create the life we desire, not by attracting it from the outside, but by simply aligning with the truth that's always been there. Let's begin by diving into one of the most intriguing phenomena in the realm of medicine and psychology, the placebo effect. At its core, the placebo effect is a powerful demonstration of the mind-body connection. It's where an individual experiences measurable changes in their health, even though they have not received an active treatment. Instead, they are given a substance that has no therapeutic effect, often referred to as a sugar pill or saline injection. Despite the lack of real medicine, the person experiences improvements in their condition, and their body reacts as though they've taken the actual drug. The brain, in its vast complexity, begins to interpret this belief in healing as a signal to produce the very chemicals and physiological changes that would occur with the real medication. This isn't a matter of luck or superstition, it's rooted deeply in scientific principles. The question then arises, was it the sugar pill that triggered the healing, or was it the mind's belief in the pill that allowed the body to access its innate healing power? This question opens the door to understanding how belief functions at a neurological level. The placebo effect underscores an essential truth: the mind holds profound influence over the body. What's truly at work here is not the substance itself, but the belief in the substance. This belief sends signals to the brain, prompting it to initiate healing mechanisms within the body, making the experience of healing not only possible, but also remarkably real. What this tells us is something revolutionary: our minds are the drivers of the healing process. The placebo effect isn't just a quirky, unexplained phenomenon. It has been extensively studied and documented through scientific research. Studies consistently show that when individuals believe they are receiving effective treatment, their brain and body often behave as though they've been given the real thing, even though the substance is inactive. This phenomenon is not limited to simple conditions. It has been observed in cases ranging from pain relief to depression, and even in patients with severe illnesses like cancer. But what underpins this remarkable ability? The answer lies in the brain's incredible neuroplasticity, the ability of the brain to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. When someone believes they are being treated with a powerful substance, the brain creates neural pathways that mimic those involved in actual healing. The body, in turn, responds as if it were receiving the real treatment. For example, in studies of pain relief, participants who were given placebo treatments showed changes in brain activity consistent with the pain-relieving effects of real drugs. The brain literally rewires itself, responding to the belief in healing, and the body follows suit. But what happens when you remove the substance altogether, leaving only the belief in its power? This is where things get even more fascinating. The placebo effect doesn't always require an external substance. It can be activated purely by the power of suggestion and the faith in the process. People can be told they are receiving an effective treatment, and even if they don't know they're being given a sugar pill, their brain can trigger the necessary physiological processes for healing. This means that belief, in and of itself, is a powerful tool for transformation. So, if it's not the sugar pill itself that heals, what is it? It is the body's innate ability to heal itself, which is always available but requires a trigger. The placebo effect reveals the truth that the body is a self-healing system, capable of maintaining balance and restoring health under the right conditions. What the placebo does is essentially remind the body of its natural healing capabilities. The brain, particularly the subconscious mind, plays a pivotal role in this process. The subconscious mind, which stores all of our beliefs, past experiences, and conditioned responses, is deeply connected to the autonomic nervous system. This system controls bodily functions such as heartbeat, digestion, and immune response, all of which are essential to health and healing. When a person believes they are receiving treatment, their subconscious mind activates the autonomic nervous system to release the appropriate chemicals, such as endorphins for pain relief or dopamine for mood enhancement, that are needed to produce the healing effects. Think of the body's healing system as an intricate network of feedback loops. Each time you think about a past experience, you create an emotional response that triggers specific chemical reactions in your body. Over time, these responses condition your body to operate based on the memories and beliefs you hold. When these memories are of illness, pain, or stress, the body responds in kind, perpetuating a cycle of imbalance. However, the placebo effect demonstrates that by changing the belief, by trusting in the possibility of healing, the body can shift into a state of wellness. This is not to say that belief alone will cure every illness or ailment, but it does suggest that belief plays a powerful role in the body's ability to recover. Healing is a complex process, but the placebo effect shows us that the mind's belief in healing can act as a catalyst for the body to activate its own restorative processes. Now, let's step into a deeper understanding of how belief interacts with the quantum field. When we talk about the placebo effect, we are not just talking about a mere suggestion or illusion. We are tapping into the power of potential that exists in the quantum field, the field of infinite possibilities. The placebo effect is a direct example of how our minds can influence the quantum field through our beliefs. In quantum physics, everything in the universe is made up of energy, and energy is constantly in motion, shifting, and vibrating at different frequencies. This energy forms the building blocks of matter, including our bodies. When we focus our thoughts and emotions on a particular outcome, we are essentially directing the energy in the quantum field toward that outcome. In the case of the placebo effect, the belief in the healing power of a treatment creates a focus of energy that activates the body's healing mechanisms. This idea aligns with the principle that our beliefs shape our reality. The mind, through focused intention and belief, can influence the way energy flows through the body. When a person believes they are receiving a treatment, the brain generates a belief state that signals the body to align with that belief, creating an energetic coherence between the mind and body. This alignment allows for the manifestation of healing in the same way that we manifest other experiences in our lives, by aligning our beliefs with the reality we desire. Thus, the placebo effect is a manifestation of the power of belief, not only in the body's ability to heal but also in our ability to influence the quantum field. When we choose to believe in the possibility of healing, we open ourselves to the potential that exists in the field of infinite possibilities. Our belief acts as a signal to the quantum field to bring about the corresponding changes in our physical and emotional state. So, how can we harness the power of belief in our own lives? The key takeaway here is that belief is not just a passive state. It is an active force that shapes our reality. The placebo effect teaches us that the mind has the power to influence the body, and by extension, the world around us. By shifting our beliefs, we can create a more positive and empowered experience of life. Self-healing. If the placebo effect can trigger healing within the body, what might happen if we intentionally use the power of belief to enhance our well-being? The next time you feel unwell, try visualizing your body healing itself. Focus on the areas that need attention, and imagine them being bathed in healing light. Combine this imagery with a belief that your body has the innate ability to heal. This simple practice can shift your mind into a state of alignment with health and vitality, activating your body's self-healing mechanisms. Manifesting goals. The principles behind the placebo effect can also be applied to manifesting your desires. Just as belief can trigger physical healing, it can also trigger the manifestation of your goals. Whether you want to attract financial abundance, a fulfilling career, or loving relationships, start by believing that your goals are already on their way. Visualize yourself living your desired reality, and allow the emotion of gratitude and excitement to flood your body. This combination of belief and emotion creates a powerful frequency that aligns you with the desired outcome. Overcoming limiting beliefs. Many people struggle with limiting beliefs, ideas that they are not good enough, not capable, or not worthy of success. These beliefs are deeply ingrained in the subconscious mind and can limit your potential. The placebo effect offers an opportunity to challenge these beliefs. By consciously changing your belief about what is possible for you, you can shift your subconscious programming and start manifesting new outcomes in your life. Remember, just as belief in a sugar pill can lead to healing, belief in your own power can lead to transformation. Creating positive habits. The placebo effect also teaches us about the power of conditioning. Just as Pavlov conditioned dogs to associate a bell with food, we can condition ourselves to associate certain behaviors with positive outcomes. For example, if you want to develop a habit of exercise, associate the feeling of energy and vitality with your workouts. Over time, your mind will begin to automatically link physical activity with positive feelings, making it easier to stick with your new habit. The quantum field is a term that may sound complex or even abstract, yet it is, in fact, one of the most profound and powerful concepts that underpins reality itself. Imagine a vast, limitless field of energy, where every potential reality already exists as a possibility. Every decision, every outcome, every version of yourself that you could ever be. It is a realm where possibilities are not bound by time or space, but instead, they exist simultaneously, awaiting the moment when they will be actualized. But what does this mean for us, as individuals living in a physical world? How do we interact with this field, and how does it shape our lives? The quantum field is more than just a theoretical concept in physics. It is the very foundation of everything that exists. It's not simply an abstract realm that we can study from a distance. It is something we can access, something we are intimately connected to. In the quantum realm, all possibilities are available at once. Think of it as a massive sea of potential, filled with every scenario, outcome, and version of yourself that you could possibly imagine. Every thought you think, every decision you make, every possibility you entertain exists within this field. In other words, the quantum field holds within it the potential for everything. Every possibility is already encoded in the fabric of reality, waiting for the right conditions to bring it into manifestation. The key to understanding the quantum field is realizing that it's not about attracting things from the outside world. It's about tuning into the vast expanse of potential that already exists. What you experience in your daily life is simply the version of reality that you have aligned yourself with, whether consciously or unconsciously. The quantum field, then, is not separate from you. It is the source of all creation, and you are constantly interacting with it. This understanding challenges the conventional view that reality is something rigid and fixed, something that happens to us rather than something we shape. Instead, the quantum perspective encourages us to see ourselves as co-creators, actively participating in the ongoing process of creation. The field is not passive. It responds to our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, constantly shifting and reshaping based on our input. At the heart of interacting with the quantum field is the alignment of our thoughts and emotions. Every time you think a thought, whether it is positive or negative, your brain responds by releasing chemicals that correspond to that thought. Likewise, every emotion you feel sends a signal to your body, triggering biochemical reactions that correspond to your emotional state. In this sense, thoughts are the language of the brain, and emotions are the language of the body. Together, they form a feedback loop that creates your experience of reality. When your thoughts and emotions are aligned, you are in harmony with the quantum field, and you can more easily manifest the experiences you desire. This is because the quantum field operates on a principle of resonance. It vibrates at a frequency that matches your energy, and when you align your thoughts and feelings with the energy of the outcome you desire, you create the conditions for that outcome to materialize. For example, if you are constantly thinking thoughts of lack or limitation, your brain and body will respond accordingly. Your mind will become preoccupied with the scarcity around you, and your body will experience stress, tension, and anxiety as a result. In turn, this emotional state will send out signals into the quantum field that reinforce the very lack and limitation you are trying to avoid. On the other hand, when you align your thoughts with abundance, gratitude, and possibility, you create a different energetic signature. Your thoughts send a message of opportunity and growth, while your emotions elevate your state of being to one of joy, excitement, and hope. This is the kind of energy that resonates with the quantum field, drawing towards you the experiences, people, and circumstances that match this higher vibration. One of the most powerful aspects of the quantum field is its ability to show us that our past does not define us. Most people are conditioned to think within the framework of their past experiences, which limits their ability to step into the future they desire. The brain, shaped by years of memory and habit, often defaults to familiar patterns of thinking and behaving. These patterns are rooted in the past, and as a result, we continue to recreate the same outcomes, often unconsciously. But if we want to tap into the full potential of the quantum field, we must break free from the grip of the past. We must shift our focus from what has already happened to the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. This requires us to cultivate a mindset that is open to change, open to new possibilities, and willing to let go of the old stories that no longer serve us. By consciously choosing to let go of limiting beliefs and outdated patterns, we create the space for new possibilities to emerge. This process involves reprogramming our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, aligning them with the version of reality we want to experience. This is where manifestation occurs, not by chasing or striving, but by aligning with the potential that is already present within us. When we talk about alignment, it's essential to recognize the role of emotions in shaping our state of being. Emotions are the powerful signals that tell us how closely we are aligned with our true desires. When we feel fear, doubt, or frustration, our body releases stress hormones, and our mind becomes clouded with negative thoughts. This creates a feedback loop that keeps us stuck in old patterns, reinforcing the very reality we want to change. Conversely, when we cultivate positive emotions, such as joy, gratitude, excitement, or love, our body releases feel-good chemicals, and our mind becomes clearer, more focused. These elevated emotions create a powerful vibration that aligns us with the frequency of the reality we wish to manifest. The key is to combine a clear intention with a positive emotional state, thus creating the energetic conditions necessary for manifestation to occur. For instance, imagine that you desire a new job or career opportunity. If your thoughts are filled with doubt, frustration, or fear about your current situation, those negative emotions will signal to your body that you are stuck, reinforcing the reality of job dissatisfaction. However, if you shift your emotional state to one of gratitude for the skills and opportunities you already have, while simultaneously envisioning the ideal job with excitement and joy, you are effectively shifting your state of being to one of alignment with that desired outcome. One of the most powerful forces in the quantum field is belief. Our beliefs shape how we perceive the world and how we interact with it. Belief is the filter through which we view reality, and it has a profound impact on what we attract into our lives. When we believe in the possibility of something, we send out an energetic signal that aligns us with that possibility. The placebo effect is a powerful example of this principle in action. In clinical studies, patients who believe they are receiving a treatment, even if that treatment is a sugar pill or saline injection, often experience real and measurable improvements in their health. This phenomenon demonstrates the incredible power of belief. The mind, when fully convinced of something, can trigger biochemical changes in the body that lead to actual healing. But belief is not limited to health alone. It extends to every aspect of our lives. If you believe that you are deserving of abundance, love, and success, you will begin to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with those beliefs, thus creating the conditions for those experiences to manifest. On the other hand, if you believe that you are unworthy or incapable, your actions will reflect those beliefs, and you will continue to create outcomes that reinforce those limiting thoughts. The key to shifting your reality lies in changing your beliefs. By consciously choosing beliefs that align with the life you want to create, you send out a new energetic signal into the quantum field. This signal acts like a magnet, drawing the circumstances, people, and opportunities that resonate with those beliefs. The unconscious mind is not just a hidden part of our psyche, it is deeply connected to our bodies. Every experience, emotion, and memory we've had is stored within us. The body doesn't differentiate between an event happening now or one relived through thought. If you think about past events repeatedly, your body responds as if they're occurring in real time. This is why many people feel stuck. They are constantly replaying old memories, emotions, and patterns, thereby recreating the same reality day after day. To break free from this cycle, it's crucial to reprogram both the mind and body. Instead of attracting new things, you must shift your internal state to align with the future you want to create. This involves changing your emotional and mental focus to what you want to manifest, instead of staying anchored in the past. The key to shifting your reality is repetition. You've spent years conditioning your mind and body to think, feel, and respond in certain ways. To break free from past patterns, you need to engage in the repetition of new thoughts, emotions, and experiences. By consistently visualizing your desired future and emotionally connecting with it, you start to reprogram your body and mind. This process isn't about attracting something new, but aligning with a future that already exists. The more you emotionally engage with your vision, the more your body will respond, releasing chemicals that mirror the emotions of that future reality. You are not manifesting something out of nothing. You are reconnecting with a reality that already exists in the quantum field. To start, focus on your desired future and make it a regular part of your thoughts and emotions. Visualize your dream job, your ideal relationship, or your abundant life, and feel the emotions associated with that future reality. The more you do this, the more your body will adjust, creating new neural pathways that align with your vision. This process of reprogramming is all about aligning with the quantum field, where infinite possibilities already exist. When you emotionally engage with your vision, you send out a frequency that attracts experiences and opportunities that match your new internal state. As your internal state shifts, the external world starts to reflect those changes. To manifest a new reality, you must break free from the patterns of the past. By using repetition, emotional engagement, and consistency, you can reprogram your body and mind to align with the future you desire. Over time, your body will no longer live in the past. It will be fully aligned with the present moment and ready to embrace the future.